Hello everyone. Before anything else, first we would like to thank the National Science and Technology Development Agency for having us in this 2020 Thai Tech Show. My name is Pam, the Southeast Asia Regional Manager in Synspective. We are a space and satellite startup based in Tokyo, Japan. In this occasion, I will present some introduction about our business and services. Synspective is the first company in the world to be a one-stop monitoring service provider that does both data acquisition using satellite and data analysis in-house. We aim for the delivery of a fully remote and advanced Earth monitoring system that can effectively support business decision-making. Synspective operates under the mission of contribution to sustainable development goals by expanding perspective in decision-making through radar satellite technology and solution. Our radar satellite operates under any weather situation. From this, coupled with the unique design of our antenna that has wide swath, and our mission to have multiple satellites in the orbit, our data acquisition technology has three competitive advantages. In the following part, I will introduce two geosolution products from radar satellite data that we make. The first solution product is Synspective Land Displacement Monitoring Service. The purpose of this service is to monitor deformation of the ground that can cause land subsidence or deformation on physical structures that can cause some damage in the assets. Radar data analysis can detect deformation up to millimeter level. Monitoring deformation of physical assets will be very important, especially if they are located in critical areas like locations surrounded by large-scale underground construction or location in weak soil structure. The service presents a lot of data with wide coverage, therefore delivers cost effectiveness in monitoring large areas. This deformation data is delivered across long period of time in a regular time interval, can be up to monthly or even bi-weekly interval. As a solution as a service product, the platform is complemented by geospatial functionality and also data download function. Now we can see some samples of data from the service. The first one is deformation data observable in runway area in Changi and Suvarnabhumi Airport. Whenever tunnel construction or other big-scale construction works take place in the area, it will be critical for us to monitor whether the runway will be affected and experience some further deformation. Other than for urban area, the service can also be used for monitoring locations where critical facilities present, like area around oil refinery. From the surface, we can also see some deformation that happens around pipeline and take this as caution for pipeline maintenance. The importance of the surface is sensible, especially in discovering areas of attention where deformation may happen more intensely than the surrounding area. The surface can deliver deformation data in much less cost than doing a ground survey or placing devices or flying drones, and can cover wide area including those we cannot access, so we can do screening over locations probably out of our attention effectively. Knowing that in some areas the rate of deformation is happening faster than its surrounding area, we can then trace the past events and draw hypotheses why this happens. The regular data interval across long period of time presented in this service will give indication when there is change in the deformation pattern. This will give us warning regarding impacts of development that takes place in the area. By knowing the changing pattern of deformation, we will get early caution for the needs of physical maintenance before unexpected damage happens. The second solution example is Synspective Flood Monitoring Service. To explain the service, let's take the case of Bangkok flood in 2017 as example. During the flood situation like this, Insurers need rapid flood data to support their underwriting process. But obtaining reliable flood data as quick as possible is difficult because we cannot do the field survey in that extreme weather situation. Radar satellite, on the other hand, can capture Earth information even during bad weather situation and therefore can fill the gap. In Synspective, we amplify this capability by using AI and cloud technology to deliver flood information as fast as possible to users. We develop algorithms that can present flood data only in the matters of few hours after we get the radar satellite data. Synspective Flood Monitoring Service provides information of a flood extent and depth. We classify the depth in some sub-meter depth classes and visualize the assets inundated by the water, like buildings and road networks. There is also summary statistics regarding the inundation in the whole area of interest as well as regarding the type of assets, like shown in the left side of this screen. Like the Synspective Land Displacement Monitoring Service, the Flood Monitoring Service is also complemented with some geospatial functionalities. There are two main utilization concepts we can do using this service. The first one is related to its core capability in delivering flood data in super quick manner. This rapid information delivery helps benchmark subjective flood report, like what we can get in a participatory flood damage assessment or self-report by insurance policyholders. The rapid assessment will also help in efficiently planning resource deployment for collecting a formal flood damage assessment in the field. Sectors like insurance and disaster response will get benefited from this. The second concept of utilization is related to flood risk assessment based on flood historical events. Having more data from multiple flood events in the past accumulated in this service enable us getting better sense of the actual flood risk and its recurrence. This will be an important complementary for hydrological modeling that aim to predict the occurrence of future flood events. Sectors like city planning and risk mitigation, along with asset credit score in insurance or financing, will be benefited from this concept. In Synspective, we built our own radar satellite constellation. This means we have a full control over the data acquisition. Our satellite constellation that makes frequent observation possible will also ensure that we will not miss observation to any flood events. Lastly, I would also like to mention that in Synspective, we cover a wide range of geosolution services. We also develop satellite monitoring solution for solar energy, construction progress, and others. Please have a look at the screen. And finally, please contact us through MIPAM or through our team's mailing address in this screen for any expression of interest or further inquiry. It will be our great pleasure to have conversation with you. Thank you for listening, and we wish you a great day.
What do you see? The state of our world? The future of our planet? The world is full of uncertainty when we can't see what's hidden. Synspective helps you see in both day and night, through cloud and rain, with Synspective, you can see whenever, wherever. We turn the world into the information you want and need by making things visible. With Synspective, you can see the future. When you see things clearly, you can see the way forward. You can see the risks and avoid them. Synthetic data for perspective. Synspective.